A very weird happening happened to me on a Halloween night, quite accidentally. I was on the way home from tricking and treating when a spook and I had an unusual meeting. I walked through the woods, which was dumb, I might say, and suddenly, there he was, blocking my way. He was tall and quite ugly, with a big toothless grin. A hand was attached where an ear should have been. As I looked at him closely, I saw out of place just one great big eye in the middle of his face.
And his one big eye just blinked.
I had a duel with him once, and his arm was cut off, and now he wears a hook. That's how he got his name.
Bed third world off axis, armed with wooden spears preserved for carnal tactics. Incantation recipes cause for ass, some spit venom form lactic. Receptors distorted, fasted head loosened in male midget prophylactic. Attracted to shamanists, require gifts prior to blood baptized marriages. Horrific sacrifice of infants on fire and baby carriages. Pharaoh corpse style mummification, motion ridiculous when Pharaoh plunged through the hip marrow, skin bone back to the fingertips. Eradicate landscapes, occult magic lesson, leaf planet destined for an ecology of sun-scorching sand lakes. Swing by camera sabers, execute strap hangers, minimal labor kept in the depth for my task in the death chamber. Place ad and postmark invitation. Behold exhibit of cell regeneration with gorgons entrenched in an onyx casing. I oscillate Zeppelin cylinders. Pole-changing zenith corresponds with predetermined dates on warlock calendars. Extinguishing eternal flames of polar ice caps. Mother womb secured in a zero-gravity room to induce prolapse. I hang nocturnal in tombs with wombats. Leather bells alert pituitary. Must rendezvous with the ass-like Christ incarnate underneath baseboards of my father's mortuary. Renouncing acquired wealth across the evil side and MCs who refer to themselves more than Dr. Jekyll scolding Mr. Hyde. Ingest cyanide immersed in holy water. Aspire out sins of my past lives. I'm cursed with a soul disorder. Ending aristocracy dynasties like queens who spawn daughters. Now let the tyrannical reign commence. Satanic burst star. Telescope imagery cast signs of upside down nines on my birth star. Confined with an iron mask in alignment with the Earth's core. Gunpowder burst pyrotechnic like cannonballs through the back of conquistadors. I slap box with octopuses, one arm in a sling. Bring attackers to stratospheric levels with a grin on pterodactyl wings. I smoke plants and things, chemically made in laboratories so you can't grasp my panther rings. Talk non-stop intergalactic slang, no dropping. I slam bombs, come through with no clothes on to teabag your grandmoms. Innocent virgin intimidated, paragraph celibate. Mind slaves 8 patients for the hell of it, with no condom till I'm swelling it. Off me, back up 300 steps. Around this belly of chest to the last piece looks like it's a Christ. Book through inferno, douse and gasoline. Expelled from CCD after regression talk of Sailor Wistrop scenes. Roadkill shish kebab fill my plastic bubble. Forest green, interior furniture gets soiled during euthanasia female harvesting. Utter my name, 2 saints just dropped. In my world, demons run shop. Rainbows stop appearing. Fearing me in the nightmares, hearing their own veins getting filled with blood clots. You got cabin fever. Yo, metal fevers. Cabin fever, slicing you. Yo, man, where's my mom? Cabin fever. Cabin fever, yo. 107 AD on the way out.
Dumbest creature.
Always.
Dumbest creature in town.
Oh, I love trash. Anything dirty or dingy or dusty. Anything ragged or rotten or rusty. Yes, I love trash. If you really want to see something
Crafts. Put away that cauldron.
That way.
Dark crafts. Carving bowls.
Magic crafts.
1, 2.
Wizard school.
Pay attention. I climb up water spouts like spiders. Legend of Blair Witch snatching hikers. Bringing dead small woodland creatures to ciphers. I'm stuffing your disconfigured corpse in a suitcase. Canoe across 2 lakes and drag it through the fire escape of the closest Westchester airport located upstate. While I'm polishing your rib cage with a toothbrush and a tube of Colgate. Who can you trust when a psychopath comes to the house dressed as a milkman? I'm larva, cocooned upside down with silk strands. A monster from under the couch. A sociopath who walks around his house holding conversations with cardboard cutouts. I swallow molds and decompose in a corner like abandoned puppets. Dug under rotten rugs and disrupted a nest of septuplets. I leave you gutted. You decorate your inside so I can live in your stomach and stay warm like Eskimos in igloos when the winter's coming. I swallow children whole with the little sneakers kicking out of my mouth. Leave the next bunch with a trail of breadcrumbs to a candy house. Watch that skeleton in the blouse with hedge clippers. Well, I come out the kitchen with an axe and red slippers. Sicker than Alzheimer's on life support when I spit chords. Channel spirits by a square device with Aramaic writing backwards on witchboards. Avoid sunlight indoors. I rise from the floor and perspirate gigantic 20-foot rusted chains from my skin pores. Dracula, I float. Holy smoke, so make your lungs implode like the throat of a psychedelic toad. My soul is darker than coal, 500 years old. Why do you suppose I relate to infinite goblins and hordes of trolls? With an imagination span more creative than Van Gogh, I put my deaf ear to the floor like Beethoven and compose. I leave cats froze, as if I chiseled a block of ice into an angel bleeding from the nose. Wrapped in chains, morbid craft to attack your brain. I am wrapped in chains. Demonic craft, I wrap your brains, wrap the chains, like attack your brain. Refrain.
Yo, the Killer Dolls, from right to left. Yo, I kicked you swiftly like Bruce Lee. On an acid trip lost in the Sandusky. I'm in Alaska. I rhyme faster than Master Blaster on 5 hits of Flaccid. I rhyme in your fucking muscles like lactids. I form with 8 legs like arachnids. And I flooded the room. I crawl from the moon and land on a spoon. I can beat Eminem to an inch of his life, but I bring him back just to have another sacrifice. I'm an arsonist, coming back from the farm and shit. I ride horses for pharmacists. I will smoke a bone like Bob Marley, climb up his dreadlocks like a fucking barley tree. I climb back down his shirt in the buttons. I hit you in the stomach for frontin'. I am the freshest, illest motherfucker to grab a mic and bless it. The wake up show, I'm teched. I am a detective from another dimension. I rhyme like 8,000 dismented henchmen. I come like Ichabod on a horse with no head. I turn it back to legs.
They are happiest in their own house with their mother and father. I'll miss them very much, and I know they'll miss us, Tinkerbell.
Shut up. Yo, check this out. Killer Dolls. Check this out. Yo, check it. I'm sticking a stake in your hand and leave you mentally impaired. Staring at a grandfather clock, wrapping sheets upon a rocking chair. Look at the ghost of a young boy standing on top of the stairs, missing half of his fucking chest, face, and some hair. He ran for the old man of Willow Creek, who wears a burlap coat and rubber moccasins on his feet. They say he roams the woods taking children in their sleep. He's 133 with a fisherman's hat to cover his physique. When I speak, I spit drool and snot. The only fuck that a man is fitting an entire human corpse inside of a shoebox. What? I'm dropping 9 spells, star clusters, and moon rocks. Fuck incubation. I'll hatch if my cocoon drops. Yo, you need to stop and look. Why? Or I'll use the inner lining of your stomach as a pocketbook. What? Fuck feeling me. MCs couldn't give me a back rub. My brain short-circuited like Johnny Five in a bathtub. Swing metal tentacles. I leak fatal fumes like gas chambers. Float like airport hangars.
Hereditary weaponry, armed for legendary. Step in a theme and create a tsunami of monsters you regret to see. Disarming centipedes, go ahead and make yourself at home. I'm gonna change my clothes into a butcher smock matching my clothes. Blown off the throne straight through Jacob's ladder into a vat of human batter. Eyeballs, animal carcass, life or death to me, I'm taking the ladder. Doesn't matter, I eat mics like Jay Dahmer. On a good day, I start a child's play. Nothing worse than the first day of bone decay. Besides hearing my verse in the hearse still alive on your funeral day. Sorry, Daddy's making a little side course. We're both fiending, thinking about ways to stop his life force. Here's a discourse, cryptic rhyme to find this sign. 7 ghost heads in my bed, and it's not the first time. One find with ancestors turned into whole grind. Nah, let me stop. Our Father who art in heaven, receive communion with my brethren, then proceeded to rob one and make first contact with a reverend. Oh my God, ain't that what we're taught? Nah, I won't go there like 11-year-old girls with no hair. Downstairs around here, me and Jack perform nude pap smears. You stare funny, now what are those 2 trained boys doing about here? Well, allow me to explain, see, I spit crystallized flows from a scroll embedded deep inside my brain. I wanna live forever, but I'll never be preceded by fame. 'Cause I ain't lucky. Yo, Gresso and the headbanger, sleeping through the cracks, cooking know that. And we're out.
Yeah, my man LoDeck came from Brooklyn.
Jack.
You know what I'm saying?
Jack,
Oedipus complex.
Jack, you should not have come up here.
What? Oh, shit. What?
Jack, you should not have come up here.
Yeah. Bring that.
Jack,
That's sick.
Jack, you should not have come up here.
Why, shouldn't I be here?
Yeah. I was born in salt water. Obscure disorder. Came with a torch just to baptize your daughter. Across the splashing church, I rhyme till it hurts and break down chores and spurts. Take a look inside my purse that I stole from government. Put bubble gum inside the parchment, so I stick on the ceiling in my apartment. Hailing, waiting for roaches to come with a department notice. Eviction. My microphone is clear with addiction. I rhyme into the shallow waters and abuse it, then walk behind speakers and trip over music. And stop while I'm amusing, man, and break it down and bruise it till the mannequin screams not again. This man came in the store with a plastic hand and beat me twice to the fucking fan. Nailed across the ring twice with a sand grain, enough to implode your brain with 10 spots on a needle. Dropped it, we're sicker than Beatles, fucking on any topic and rocking the microphone, crossing the roads and ciphers like, shut the fuck up.
Abhorrent, the human sight. To be shunned and forced to live as an outcast in the swamps and marshes. To be transformed to a mortal mockery. A shameful mark.
Yeah.
This vile
I walk through in scoping, with my face barely held on by clothespins. Through an opening in a dungeon of Vulcan, ghosts and omens, dark craft. I'm sending bats for mouths foaming, poems cast spells to leave your house floating. One bout with me is like facing 1,000 Romans, protecting my brain's interior around the wooden Trojan. While me, iron like Grimlock, walk the heavens to take on Gabriel with a rock and a slingshot. Will I drop volcanic diarrhea? Shit, I'm fascinating and spinning antifreeze like a penguin ejaculating. Once I prepare for signs and to find a line at the same time the moon disappears and the 3 suns align. I will escape my coffin's disintegrated outline for the 3rd time. In disguise, I stagger under streetlights like a bum with mice. Learned how to mind read, I'm done with mics. I will surprise you on sight like statues that come to life. Instantly incinerating insignificant infants. Instinct with ill syllables and interesting instinct. Transform when I turn riots to awkward at a standstill and drown crowds like human spit to an anthill. Well, I stay sitting, casket positioned under a 500-year-old tree in Great Britain. I chill flows under a hill with trolls, upside down with bats on a dead weeping willow. Your composition isn't sure to be boring me. Couldn't see me if I pulled out your eyeballs and faced them towards me. Hi, I'm Jack and I study the cannibal arts. Autistic enough to recreate the body of Christ with animal parts. I'm dark, barbarian lord with a shield and spikes. Reach inside windpipes just to see what it feels like. Spellbook, hatchet crafts the best. Jonathan, the killer doll with plastic flesh. I'll take a peyote and journey 8 days on a solo trip. Spearing pink hippos and ballerina skirts on pogo sticks. My verbals went aerial, with a kite taped to my back and a viewmaster scoping the Earth scenario.
I got virgin. Stay up all night. On the next night. Down in my liver spots. With cataracts in my blind eye. 193 sorry about 90. Inside my spine. 90 the right arm. I got virgin. I want a big green dick when I grow old and live in Florida with 3 dogs. And count meteorites in the sky above the lake with your mother's rotten dentures wrapped around my legs. See now in black garbage bag shorts with a bucket of old snorkels that I found under the boardwalk. Looking up under skirts, touching my dick under folds of old flubber, and curse my kids like I should have had a rubber. When it hits 85 on any slope, speed confused, eyes and hope. When you scream out things through a metallic tube, throw message to self. I'm LoDeck, masturbate later. I'll be 95 with a block on my porch screaming hater. I'm ageless, shouts to seniors with a collapsed anus. Walker stainless, welfare claimers. I'm under the weather, the thunderclouds on my bedspread. Sick of dry bread getting stuck in my beard unkept. Chew out in lumps, a full day meal in my cheek for months. Cutting mouth and overcooked lungs. I'm coughing chihuahua drops, I don't give a constipated fuck. I'm old school like a hippie beta truck. For the love of tucks represent hemorrhoid pillow blood. Oh, God. Shut up! I didn't move my bowels. Get away from me! I'm 83 and I hate children. Shit myself by a bedpan, hairy like an angel. Now where it depends. This full string from my lip never ends. Fingers fucked up from Parkinson's, they never bend. I still hold shit down in my wheelchair. Who ordered me? Grab my walker and beat the shit out of the nurse and orderly. Tell me about my past? Got hemorrhoids like gobstoppers on my ass. I just went through my 10th triple bypass. My kids don't visit, they're too fucking scared. They say I look like I was dipped in glue and rolled around in pubic hairs. My roommate was senile, at night he didn't sleep well. I'd fuck with him, keep telling him he was dead and this was fucking hell. Yesterday I fell, took it out on this old bitch. Oh shit, can we just get him some minute? Oh my God, can we get a doctor in here please? I'm a SETI. Nah, I'm a SETI, yo.
After a year of watching and waiting,
Let him know.
it's time to put my plan into action.
Check this, someone. Woo! Hello there, how are ya? Terrific, okay, we'll work with this. Listen, we got a lot of guys in here. This is an underground battle. It's inside of a closet. Now I want to get up in this. Okay, hold on, guys, sorry. Okay there, all right. I know you want to rhyme, so let's chill. We have Six Sid the Kid is here, Jonathan Hatchet, and we have Mr. Jack, what is it, Prego?
Progresso.
Oh, Progresso, right, well, okay.
Damn,
We're gonna have certain guys rhyme here. Okay, all right.
That's
then
it,
go.
right. Hey, yo, check it. Hey, yo, I'll go first.
Nah, check this. Check this out. Hey, yo, it's me, Jack. With no voices and not backed by a squadron. Punchline? All right, I'll take it back to kindergarten. I'm more for battling, but I'll just leave cats depressed like Eeyore. You're as senseless as a submarine with screen doors. Have you crying on stage? Probably go running telling shit. Man, cause you couldn't get love if you performed in front of your relatives. Don't be sad. Why you worried you scared? What? You couldn't be a part of the underground even if I buried you there. It's my turn to burn. You'll need to be fire extinguished. What? Scared shitless like arachnophobics in front of spider exhibits. Sorry, I'm laughing. I was just wondering where your fans are. I'll leave your hands scarred. I'm bugged out like ant farms. Yo. I check this. But rap song. Yeah, check it. Nah, check this. Check this. Hey, yo. My raps will change your back's position. A vampire on the track spitting. I was buried in a pet cemetery and came back different. Catholic fisting, craft switches. My flow's ballistic. Set you on fire like pyrotechnicians. Missile silos risen. The vertebrates bent like a horseshoe. I started cloning humans for more food. I'll torch you like Joan of Arc. My dome will spark. Throw 'em to the shark. I'm a serrated. Check this. What? The sick kids slick shit, rip this apart. Hell, Zion stuck Elvira, mistress of the dark. Brain fitness is an art. Back of hats is spraying the bad side spark. Underground like wine cellars. I'll brain ya. Red rain that falls upon bad soil in Transylvania. Dining with the Belmonts of Castlevania. Draining your insides like dehydration. Me die Satan, whoever is awaiting to die and be undertaken. Manipulating the beast from the northeast of rock. Feast on crops while the sun covers the moon like an equinox. Turn of the overfeed. I will rock. Jaws drop like the corpse of a person who died of shock. I with the eye of a cyclops. I ain't frontin', I'm nice, I been bad. This kid'll battle mammoths like the seventh voyage of Sinbad.
Oh shit. Yo, he